Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, I just wanted to talk about the value of getting a bachelor's degree. So for me, I'm a 50-year-old dad with 2 adult kids. Looking at the data historically, as far as compensation wise, definitely having a bachelor's degree versus an associate's degree or a high school education is far more valuable. And I wanted to share kind of a little more data, which I found just recently, which kind of breaks it down by state and potentially the differences in annual income with a bachelor's degree. But also, you want to be smart. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're entitled to get the salary. So as you can see here, this was on visualcapitalist.com. It mapped the value of a college degree by U.S. state. As you can see on the illustration here, the visual, it breaks it down by state. Where I'm at in the state of Washington, it shows $18,000 more you would earn per year with a bachelor's degree. California obviously has the highest here, as you can see. Texas is pretty high. But all across the board, you're going to get, on average, more earnings. So what I should say is that, bachelor's degree, your added earnings above the state median annual earnings, as you can see up here. Now, the key takeaways they share here is, the average value of a college degree, specifically a bachelor's degree, varies widely across the United States. You saw there under $3,000 in Washington, D.C. to nearly $24,000 in California. College degree is often viewed as a lifelong investment, and I would agree with that. But the financial payoff of education depends heavily not only on what you study, but also on where you live. So I would agree with that assessment. Again, just because you have a bachelor's degree doesn't mean you're entitled to a certain amount of pay. You have to go out and earn it. You have to sell yourself that you are the person for the job. And majority of the jobs, that are high paying require a bachelor's degree. Now, I'm not saying, you can't make a lot of money without a bachelor's degree. We've seen a lot of people in tech that earn an exorbitant amount of money without a college degree. But I think for majority of us, the value of a bachelor's degree would be very significant. So I play by the data, and obviously this data shows get a legitimate degree, don't get a degree in basket weaving. Useless degrees won't help you to make these kind of earnings at all. And also don't drown yourself in debt by getting a degree. I think that's one thing that I really want to stress. It's not going to be worth it if you go hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. There's plenty of ways to minimizing debt, especially when you're getting your education or degree. For my example, my kids, they took college credits in high school, took a year off when they actually went to college. Both my kids graduated with a bachelor's degree in 3 years. Another option is go to a community college. That'll be significantly cheaper. And go to an inexpensive public university. You don't need to go to a fancy university to get a degree. For majority of us, we don't. Now, if you're specializing in something or if you want to get your graduate degree and beyond, that may be a different story. But for majority of us, you just don't need to go any kind of fancy university. Just go to an inexpensive public university and get your degree and get it done. You can also work to pay off the debts, especially the university tuition bills. Apply for scholarships, grants, financial aid. Keep it as cheap as possible. You don't need to spend an exorbitant amount of money for a college degree. So tell me your thoughts. How much did you spend in college? Was it exorbitant? Are you paying for college loans today? Comment, like, subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching.